Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. In the last episode, we got some traders, which is something we haven't seen since the very beginning of this entire Let's Play, which is an amazing feat, and it's something that I am very, very happy to finally see again. We also started eliminating some of the siegers. Now, in this episode, we're going to be finishing off a few things with the traders, mainly getting the stuff that they brought here moved out, and then from there, we're going to start building the arena. Now, what we're going to be doing with the arena, and what I specifically want to get done with the arena, and, that's my neck, that felt fucking good, is I want to start building onto it and getting some of the basic planning for it built out. So I'm going to go right here, I'm going to be building a bridge, hold on, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then... there we go. We'll be able to build a bridge right there. We're going to use first block I run into, which is quartine. Quartine blocks. There we go. We'll use that. Now we'll go back over here. Since it should be even. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll build a little bit more with quartine blocks. I want to get done with this with as little issue as we can, because this shouldn't take us a long time. We've already got a lot done with this, and a lot planned that should have been done already with this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm thinking about how I want to do this. Now, a few things with this are going to be fairly simple, and some other things are going to be a little bit more difficult. The easy things are just going to be thinking about what we need to get done. The harder things is actually going to be waiting. So what I'm thinking about doing is kind of what I did with, where's the button? Here's the button, the I am the greatest thing. I'm going to... it'll be a little bit more involved for you guys, because what I'll be doing is I won't just like speed through it. I will literally show you guys how I'm doing it, like step by step, and show it, and only during the building time is when I will cut anything out. And even then I might just like I've been thinking about a few ways that I can actually do these Dwarf Fortress videos and be a little bit more concise with them, and one of the ways I'm thinking about doing that, which I will explain in a little bit more depth at a later time. Note to you guys that watch this a lot, that's something that you guys are going to have to be on the lookout for, is something I'll talk about at a later time. I forgot I said that. Anyway, so the next thing that we're going to do with this is at the very center of it, I kind of want a circular little ring for all people to fight on. Now, I'm not quite sure how big I want it to be, but it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So right here is the direct center of it. And we'll go down 2 levels, just because I kind of want to. Okay, so right here should be the exact center. Now, something good that Dwarf has, and let's just go LS right here so I can know what I'm doing. And it has a dig circle feature, so we're going to go to dig, circle, and we're going to set it to 31. And that's about the size... You think that's too big? Yeah, I think that's a little bit too big. So we'll go to yeah, there we go. Remove designation. That's a little bit too big, I think. So I'm going to go to this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, and then we're going to go to dig, circle. Just try 21. That seems like a little bit more manageable a size. That leaves some extra room. Stuff like that, so that should be fun. So we'll set... okay, I see how it's going to be done. So it's going to be... 1, 2... actually, it's a little wider than that. My bad. So we'll pretty much be just digging a circle right here. So like that. Like that. And then like this. I think I did that right. 2, 3, 4. I think I did it wrong. Oh well, hold on, give me a second. You know what? You guys know how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to speed through this and be right back in just a second. Well, it seems like that plan is going to be put to a really quick short, and then, you know, you can see how they were having issues with their path being blocked and shit like that, but it looks like Curses! An ambush! And who's ambushing us? It looks like it's going to be the lizard folk. I'm surprised they managed to get this far into our fucking fort without us noticing them. But this is going to be something on me to make sure that they can't get into the fort from here on out. But anyway, we will just unpause it right real quick. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Kill R. And this will be hopefully pretty easy. Except we're going to cancel that. And we're going to go kill R again. And we're not going to select the merchants this time. There we go. All lizard folk. So, yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to get that done. But the merchant should be helping a fair bit, which is good. And we already had some of our warriors up here. So, I mean, that helps. Also, who fell into the lava? Really? Really, guy? You fell in. A farmer fell into the fucking lava. Let's see if he can get out. Oh, he got out! He managed to get out and then he dies. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Well, a farmer died. But, you know, that's no big deal. We've got plenty of food and stuff like that. I won't be assigning another farmer. Sorry. Uh-oh, who fell into lava this time? A Naga guy. Not a big deal. We did get some help from the merchants, which is very, very helpful, and I thank them immensely for that. All of them seem to be dead, and we can go to DB, reclaim all the stuff right here, and then I'm going to go down here. I'm going to pull this because I don't want any other surprises. That poor Naga bastard. What all did he leave behind down here? An iron helm, a cobalt shit. Oh, that stuff's just gonna melt. So, no big deal. What else did they have? Iron helm, iron crescent glaive. You know what? DB. Let's melt everything that they had. If it's meltable, I want it melted. I'm sorry. I know that might. Ooh, now the military dwarf bled to death. Really? Why? Did they fall into the lava? I hope not. Oh, they did fall into the lava! That's terrible! Oh, well, that's the way life is sometimes. That's my fault. That is, honest to God, my fault for, you know, not closing up the gate and keeping everyone secure. But anyway, let's go back up here real quick. Let's check out how the miners are doing. They seem to be getting done with this at a fairly good rate, which is good. And they will be digging this out into another circle. Now, the reason I'm doing this, and the reason I'm doing it the way I'm doing it, is I'm going to have this circle, and what I want for this is I want to be able to change it depending on what I want to do. If that makes sense. Like, what I would like to do at different points is to maybe open up holes and at the bottom would be lava. You know, just to kind of mix it up, have different sort of matches be held here. Just for fun, obviously just for fun, but, you know, at the same time, I think it would be cool. So, that's what I want to do with that. And then after this, I'm going to be digging out a square around it, just on, I think, this is going to go down 4 levels, and then I want to build another thing, or dig out another area, maybe a few deep, and then kind of house that off. You'll see what I'm talking about once I get it all dug out. So, see you guys in just one more second. Alright, so I did a little bit more work on this. I managed to kind of get a little bit of what I was talking about done. So this is pretty much what I was talking about, like building a box around that. Now, it's not going to end up exactly like this when I build upwards, because I'm going to build stands, and I want to build like food, and I want to build some areas in here that we can store the quote-unquote prisoners and fighters. You know, like the trolls and the werebeasts that we captured. So that's what I'm building on the next floor. So I dug all this down, and you can see that that's the center area. That center area goes all the way down, and it's going to go all the way down here, at which point we're going to connect it to the magma. Now, back up to the top before I explain anything else. So there we go. We got that square, blah, 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 blah. Now, the next thing we're going to do is, you see that ring? That's a little bit bigger. That's the next ring size we're going to use, and that's the size that I use to dictate how big the square is. But it's also what I'm using to make this ring right here. Now, what I do want around this circle is I want a separate moat, so I can fill this with lava, and just to keep everything in here. I don't know if I'm going to fill it with water, with magma, or what. or what being a possible something. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I'll be able to get that done. So that'll be that. And in these little crook areas, right, like these little corner areas, that's what's going to be stockpiles. Once I get everything done upwards, I'm going to build down, and that's going to be the functional half of it. And that's going to be where we're storing stuff, where we're going to have the levers and all the things that dictate what happens up here, which is the fighting area. Now, once we get done with all that, the reason I build the moat here is it will give me a place to build that circular area, because I'll build the like the walls, like where the yellow X is, and then I can build up and then build onto this up here, and then mix and match however I see fit. And that's how I planned for it, at least. So that's the idea. And this is taking a while too. That's why I'm kind of cutting it in and out, so not to waste you guys' time. And so that's that. And this floor is where I only built this so that they could get up and out of here, so that nothing bad happens. So there's that. This is specifically just to connect this. Chances are, at some point, we will continue digging on this way and possibly up here for whatever reason. So it is a bit of a functional thing, but it's not really for yet. It just is what it is. So let's let them dig out. I am setting these guys to start dumping stone. Probably should get an area set up here for that stone to be dumped. But I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. But that'll be something that happens when it happens. So I will say it again, I hope nobody minds that I am cutting stuff out like this, but we would literally be waiting here with my splendid commentary for about 2-3 hours while this all digs out. I mean, not just for what I've done already, but, you know, etc., etc. Anyway, be right back. Happy days are here once again. It seems some migrants have arrived, and I have not gotten Therapist open. Let's open up the Rapist, and let's check how many dwarves we got. And we went from... oh god, we're at 121. How many did we have before? Okay, so it says 127 here, but let's sort by migration wave. And this newest one looks like it has 7. Let's see who all we got. Almost all of them are female. A wax worker, a peasant, an animal caretaker, a woodcrafter, a butcher, a peasant, and a thresher. Let's go check. Docs. God damn it, I accidentally closed the military thing. Can I just... oh, son of a bitch. How do I get that back? There we go, I figured that out. Anyway, let's go down to the bottom and let's check to see if any of them have any millet. Not a single fucking one of them. Fuck. Okay, well, we'll get that settled down here in a second. Let's go check on how they're doing. I actually haven't seen how they're doing. I went to go do a few other things. It seems like they're doing pretty good. It looks like they got all this dug out as well, so that is good. Gonna have to set all this crap to be dumped because for some reason it got undumped. That's nice, game. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted. When I set this to be dumped, that's what I wanted it to be done. Did. Thing. Shut up. Anyway, so we'll just dump all that. Alright, so, like I was saying before, what I want to do with this is, you know, have those little areas be for stockpiles, you know. Maybe this floor to be stockpiled with food. Maybe turn this into like almost like an apocalypse shelter. If the other part of the fort gets taken over, we can settle down to this half, and I don't know. And food, because they'll have like concession stands and stuff like that. But yeah, I think the next thing we still need to do a little bit more waiting. So besides the migration wave, not a lot has happened. See you guys in just another second. Alright, so that little bit got done, and I'm going to just go ahead and say that I am doing the very definition of legging this. I have very little idea exactly how I'm going to be doing everything, but that hasn't stopped me in the past. So, I'm going to go set these stones to be dumped real quick, and, you know, these two. You might notice that, I'm going to set all this stuff to be dumped. And I'm going to leave that on pause. That I've kind of opened up a little path over here to the lava. Now there's a reason for that. I'm going to be filling this area with lava. The moat, yeah, I built a little bit there too. So between that, filling up with lava, I think that'll do us fine, so yeah. Hopefully that'll do fine. I hope it does. It would make me happy if it did. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to be filling that up with lava, and that should go pretty well. So I'm going to let them clear out that stuff right there real quick. And then I also do a few other things that I'd almost forgot about, which is mostly removing this ramp. So I also forgot to put up this wall right here and clean out this stuff. But anyway, yeah, so we're just going to go ahead with that, and I'm going to have this dug out real quick. Hopefully, 3 dwarves will come here very quickly and be able